How's it going, folks? Joe Zemecki here. I'm going to put this 2 peace signs up right now just to say peace. And thanks for watching another one of my videos. By the way, my videos are commercial free and always will be. One thing I want to talk about in this video is peace. I'm an activist and have been for many years, and I've always had a simple philosophy and tried to stick with it at all times. Whenever I'm doing any kind of activism, it'll be nonviolent and legal and peaceful. And I've been through a lot of different kind of activities in which other people around me were trying to get a little bit angry, not violent. I avoided the violent situations. And I'm going to tell people it's important. I believe that it should be considered a rule of thumb. Even though I'm an atheist, I agree with Martin Luther King and his philosophy to keep things nonviolent. That when you do activism, true activism is nonviolent. If your friends or anybody around you has any plans or any ideas that involve any activities that would be violent or even close to it, you do something else. So what my tactic has always been, my method for activism has always been to hold up a sign peacefully and legally in public and maybe say a few things and then go home peacefully and legally. A free person, because I didn't misbehave and didn't get violent. And I think it's so simple. And a lot of people have done the same thing, but then other people have gotten violent when they've done their activism, and I say you're crossing a line, and it's a bad line to cross. I think we should all stick to the side that says peace is the way, and it's the only acceptable way. That whatever method you're using must be nonviolent. And I would say that I can express my anger, and peacefully so, without any threats, without raising my voice, without using vulgarities or really any kind of mean language. I can keep it G-rated and say, here's my hang-up. Thanks for paying attention for a while. And then I can go. Put my sign in my car and peacefully drive away. Maybe hit a donut shop on the way and just enjoy life like a peaceful person should. Instead, what some people do, they go out and get violent, and I watch it on the news, and I just shake my head, and I say, look, whatever hang-up or ideology you have going, violence is not the way. Figure out another way to express yourself. And that's what I've done, and I have done that quite a lot on a lot of sidewalks. Some people really get angry when they see the message. I'll hold up a sign that has something unpopular to say. And I don't mind being a burr in the saddle, and people in the South here, a lot of them are conservatives, and I'm a major liberal for the most part. And I don't mind because I love this state otherwise, but what I find to be of maximum importance and priority is to make sure that whatever disagreements we have, I'm not going to be one of those who get violent about it. And I'll preach for a while. If you have ideas about taking your anger to the public, keep it nonviolent. That to me is an axiom, a rule of thumb, a way of life. And I have managed to stay out of trouble when I do my activism. It's that simple. You just go into it saying, I'm going to do the right thing, which is to express my free speech and then get done and leave. And I've had lots of discussions with the police and others doing security and left them smiling, because we're on the same side. Americans trying to say something, but keeping it peaceful and civil and legal and nonviolent is the way. And one thing that we have as a connection between me and law enforcement, and I usually don't hold up a sign in any kind of a conflict against law enforcement at all. So when I'm out there protesting, it's like we get along great. I'm glad they're there for security reasons. I want things to be peaceful, and there are a lot of crazies out there. So when I'm doing my activism out in public, I'm not the violent one. It's just really good to know at the end of the day that I don't have to worry about being chased around by the law, because I didn't do that violent thing. That's somebody else. And it's easy to go home knowing that maybe nobody heard anything I said or saw me at all. That's okay. Because there's another day and another sign and another issue, and I can do this again and again in this great country, and only as long as I do things peacefully. And that's the way it's going to stay with me. Now, I'd like other activists to commit to that too. We've had way too much violence in our country, and a lot of it has been inspired by people who consider themselves activists, who are actually crossing that line. And so I would say, let's all commit to the future of activism if we're going to be activists in a nonviolent manner. Let's make all of our decisions pointing in that direction. Look at what they did on January 6th. I don't want anything to do with that kind of activity. It's disturbing. Anyway, I just had to put it out there that I'm trying to be a peaceful, pacifist, liberal hippie, the way it should be. We were right about Vietnam. The violence begets more violence. I just want to put that out there. Thanks for watching. Once again, peace signs. And I mean it. Let's all try to get along. All right.